We put an end to that. We restored justice and international law. And when in 2019 in Baku I was speaking at the NAM summit, I was saying that we will defend justice and international law. We know what it means when you cannot restore it yourself, when you depend on others. But we were waiting for many years, for almost 30 years. We were waiting for international community to help to resolve this injustice and put an end to occupation. For that purpose, OSCE created Minsk Group in 1992, which was supposed to find a solution to this conflict. In other words, to put an end to occupation. But on the contrary, Minsk Group became an instrument in the hands of those who wanted this occupation to last forever. And now, when Azerbaijan resolved the conflict, put an end to occupation, restored its territorial integrity by military and then political means, there is no need for Minsk Group any longer. We already said farewell to Minsk Group, but unfortunately, Armenia and some others want to revitalize it. It is not possible. It is already dead. And we, as a country who suffered from occupation, we say that openly, and I think that any further speculation about OSCE Minsk Group is not only counterproductive, but also destructive for possible peace in our region. On 10th November 2020, after 44 days of liberation, war, patriotic war, Armenia had to capitulate and to admit its defeat. And then was forced to liberate the remaining territories which were not liberated on the battlefield. And it took only 44 days for us, but we waited for almost 30 years. And during the years of occupation, on many occasions, speaking on different international events, I was calling for sanctions to be imposed on Armenia and saying that the only way how to resolve this problem peacefully is to impose sanctions on Armenia. The sanctions which will be efficient and which will be damaging to the economy. But unfortunately, no sanctions was imposed. On the contrary, Armenia was getting much more support from some pro-Armenian politicians than Azerbaijan. And as we saw, the only purpose of Minsk Group activity was to freeze the conflict and to keep our lands under occupation forever. So we put an end to that policy and liberated our lands by force and by our political wisdom. I can tell you that situation with conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan is not only a regional issue, it is a global issue because it's a full violation not only of basic international principles, it was also violation and non-implementation of UN Security Council resolutions. In 1993, United Nations Security Council adopted 4 resolutions demanding immediate, full and unconditional withdrawal of Armenian troops from our territory. And the question is why these resolutions were not implemented. No one can answer, or maybe do not want to answer. Another question is why in some cases resolutions of Security Council are implemented within days, and in our case they were on paper for 28 years, and would have remained on paper for another 28 years if not for brave Azerbaijani military servicemen who liberated our lands.